Hello everyone, my name is Jared Weathers and welcome back to the channel. And today we're going to be looking at another top 10 list. Not a thing I do regularly, but I do enjoy doing stuff like this. So if you like it, definitely hit subscribe, hit like, hit dislike if you don't like it. Comment your favorite sitcoms down in the comments. Check me out on Vocal Media. I've been writing stuff there. That's kind of where this idea came from actually. So definitely check it out there. I got a few articles out on Vocal Media where I share my opinion on some stuff, but I didn't really feel like deserved a whole video. So definitely check that out. And we're gonna jump in. Top 10 lists aren't really something I do a whole lot. I do enjoy doing it. So, but hey, and I'm also a little sick. So if I sound bad, I'm sorry. Let's hop in. Number 10, The Paper. This is a newer one, but I really did enjoy it. The Paper, for those of you outside of pop culture, is a sequel series of sorts to The Office. Although calling it a sequel is a bit of a misnomer, as it does not directly follow anyone from the former show, except for one, but it's kind of indirect. This show is about a dying newspaper in Toledo, Ohio, getting a new editor-in-chief as he requested the position. Uh, he is actually one of the best salesmen at this toilet paper company that bought Dunder Mifflin, which is the original show is about. We have one former member of the previous show, Oscar. It's a good show. If you like The Office, you'll definitely enjoy this one. Number 9, That 90s Show. This might be controversial, but I do enjoy the sequel series. This is a direct sequel, as opposed to the last show where it follows the kids of the first set of characters, from Leia Foreman to Jay Kelso. We also get new characters like Ozzy and the brother-sister pairing of Nate and Gwen. This is an amazing show, and I hope it gets picked up by another streamer to finish the series off right, or have more seasons with more episodes, hopefully. Number 8, How I Met Your Mother. One of the first sitcoms I got to watch while it aired. This was amazing. Ted, while being the main character, was not the best guy in these relationships. I did enjoy watching Barney's arc, though. This is a great show. I highly recommend it if you haven't seen it. Check it out on Netflix. They have all 9 seasons, still. This is also the first CBS show on this list. Number 7, The Office. Of course, if you are of a certain age, this has to be on the list. One of the greatest sitcoms of all time. Based on a British show of the same name, the show gets hyped up all the time, and I know why. Some of the best gags, laughs, heartbreaking moments, and everything in between. I cannot tell you how amazing the show is. Another one you should check out on Netflix. It's also pretty obvious that since I have the sequel series, I would have the main series too. Number 6, Freaks and Geeks. This show from 1999/2000, another amazing show. Only had like 10 to 20 episodes, as it only lasted one season, but it really hits its stride. Based on the childhood of show creator Judd Apatow, based in Southern Michigan, my home state, this is one of the realest depictions of high school life I think I've ever seen on TV. This launched the careers of Busy Phillips, James Franco, Seth Rogen, and many, many others, including the show creator Judd Apatow. I believe this is still on Netflix, so definitely check this out. Number 5, Ghosts US. The second CBS show on this list, and the last. I love this show as it has a great premise and the second American remake of a British show of the same name. Rose McIver, a former Power Ranger, and I'm going to mess this up so badly, and I'm so sorry. Utkarsh Ambudkar of Pitch Perfect fame. A great husband-wife duo in this show. Utkarsh plays Jay, an amateur chef, who with his wife Sam, played by MacIver, who inherited Woodstorm Manor from Sam's great aunt. Sam has an accident that leaves her dead for about 30 minutes and is able to see ghosts that also inhabit the house. This show is great as ghosts from the Revolutionary War all the way up to, I guess the late 90s. I don't really remember. My wife and I have been watching this show for a long time now. I definitely love it. The UK show is also good. A little drier, obviously. British comedy is a little different than ours. So, but another, obviously, this whole list is just recommend. So, number 4, It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. trying to explain why I love this show. Sonny's been doing 10-episode seasons for 2 decades now before it was cool. This show was created by Rob McElhenney, Glenn Howerton, and Charlie Day as they were getting on auditions for other shows. Howerton was the star of That 80s Show, while Day and his wife were on episode Reno 911. This show is about 4 friends who own a bar, and hijinks ensue. The original D came off as cold and not that funny, so they replaced it with Kate Olsen, and it really helped. Since the show became huge, Charlie Day, Glenn Howerton became movie stars. Rob owns a soccer team with fellow actor Ryan Reynolds, and Caitlin Olsen is a TV star with 2 big starring roles in The Make and High Potential. Like I said in the last one, this whole list is a recommendation, so I will make sure I stop saying that. Number 3, That 70s Show. Of course, I got to watch the reruns of this in high school. I really enjoyed it. I own Blu-rays of this. I even made a video on this YouTube channel covering the first 4 seasons, which I'm going to have to redo because some of the audio got messed up, and I no longer have any of that. So I might have to just redo that. This show will be one of my faves forever, and I will show this to my future children once they're old enough. The show follows Eric Foreman and his friends while they deal with school, family, and interpersonal dynamics. A great show, available on Peacock or Blu-ray. I got it on Amazon. Number 2, Friends. One of the greats right here, the gold standard for sitcoms. This show was amazing. I was too young to watch the show when it was on, but I watched reruns and have since watched the entire show like 6 times and even started a podcast about it. I love this show. I even watched the 20-year reunion or whatever it was during the pandemic. This show will always have an amazing legacy. Honorable mentions. George Lopez. A hilarious show from the mid-2000s. George has always been a part of my comedy life, and that's a big reason. I watched the show on Nick at Night on the weekends, which played reruns all the time. How I Met Your Father. This show had a lot of potential. It was compared to its predecessor too much in the media, so it fell harder than it needed to. Hilary Duff is always amazing, so that's not really a question here. Josh Peck making his return to TV was also great. Amazing all around. AP Bio. Glenn Howerton made this show, a former Stanford professor who returns to his hometown and teaches at a local high school and plans revenge for his enemy while using his students to do so. This show deserves more love and at least one more season. Yes, Dear. This show is amazing. It's not streaming anywhere, so that needs to change, but this show was off the hook. It stars Mike O'Malley, who deserves so much more credit for everything he's in, and Mike gives it his all. This show is about Mike O'Malley and his wife living in the guest house of his wife's sister and her husband. I know his name is Greg. I think Mike's wife in this is Christine, I believe. I'm not really sure 100%, and without looking it up because I'm not going to do that. But definitely check this out when you can. I'm hoping it gets on a streamer sometime soon because this show is amazing, and if it does, I'll do a review for it. Number 1, Brooklyn Nine-Nine. This is my gold standard. While Friends is the public's gold standard, I'm a huge Andy Samberg fan, and while the rest of these shows have jump-started careers, this show is a continuation of careers. Like Andre Braugher, R.I.P., Terry Crews, Joe Latrulio, and Samberg himself. As the president of Hollywood said the James Franco roast, I'm going to mess up because I don't really remember the quote. Funny cops. Hasn't been done before, or whatever it was. And maybe it has been, but this show is more than just laughs and gags. It also has a lot of heartwarming moments. Another show that tried to subvert expectations with Amy and Jake being enemies but slowly become friends and eventually married. It also weaves real life into it as Jake and Gina grew up together. Andy and Chelsea Peretti have also grown up together. Thank you everybody for watching this. Definitely hit subscribe, like, dislike, whatever. Definitely comment below. I know I said this earlier, but I want to make sure that people actually do it. So, call to action time. Subscribe, like the video or dislike the video. Comment your favorite sitcoms down in the comments, and check me out on Vocal Media and see what I got on there. Thank you everybody for watching. Have a good day.